So, got a new murder in a new city. Let's see what we find. I'm actually slightly bored by the game right now because of how predictable crime scenes are. Well, perhaps this one won't be a predictable one. Okay, here's the first predictable thing is that when you get a new crime scene, especially at the beginning of the game, when you haven't touched any apartment yourself, if you see an open drawer, that's the killer having touched it. Okay, so the first print I'm going to find here is probably going to be from the killer. Type A, type B. Okay, that's victim and killer then. I'll take a print. Okay, that's the victim, female. She used to be shot by a pistol. She was shot Tuesday in the morning. The body actually got discovered quite late. Okay, the next thing to do is to find an ID of the victim so I can attach a fingerprint to that particular portrait. Joanne York. Again, if I find only one print on an open shelf like that, then it's 100% a killer. Now if we go back to that shelf. See, that's Joanne York, that's the victim. That type A, that's the killer. Now I'm playing on a medium city, and on a medium city at about 330 people in the city. So I could technically go brute force it at the government office. Just type in random consonants and vowel combinations, just 2 letters. And then just randomly spam 10 or 20 of them. And with each print you check, you reduce the, you increase the probability of finding the print you look for by 1 divided by the total amount. Did I say that correctly? So if you have 330, you check one print, then there's 329 left to find it. Okay, so we got a killer's print, put a pin in it. We don't see any calling card. Maybe she's under the couch or something. And if she got shot, she probably fell over this way, got shot from this direction. Oh, I see no shell casings. And I think the game might be buggy sometimes. Sometimes it tells you it was a gunshot wound when they actually were killed by a knife or something. This place have a light switch. That's perhaps against the wall or something. I got a code breaker, how I'm going to use it on a CCTV camera. But the next easiest thing to do for me is to simply go out and ask people on the floors if they saw something suspicious. And that always makes the game a bit too easy because they give you a surefire hint that somebody, you get a surefire hint about somebody's traits. Because the way I think it works in the code is that if a character is doing something criminal, then there's a radius around him. If he crosses the radius with another NPC, that NPC gets a tag on him and tells you one of the traits, even if it's through the wall, I think. Anything unusual? Nothing, okay. So sort of the first thing you do, you ask people for something unusual, then you get one trait, then you go to CCTV camera and shake it down. Unusual, nothing, okay. Usually find a killer sprinting out of the building at some point. CCTV camera room is up here, okay. Which is on the, that was floor number 9, so it's floor 7, so I know it later. So it becomes a bit too predictable the way you saw it. Let's go. Okay, street runner, he might have seen something. Nothing. Okay. Somebody has to have seen something. This shop. It's difficult. This might point to the killer actually living in the building. Go back inside and ask around. Just someone at lower floors. Ain't nobody in here. It's just a terrace. Okay, nobody has seen anything. Okay, now I'm gonna go back, check the CCTV and see if somebody was around the apartment at the time of the kill. But which makes it a bit more difficult because they don't have at least one trade to go on. I think it was 4/7 where the CCTV was. And the kill was about 8 in 1915. Camera, come on. Okay, good thing about a code breaker, because that's one room in the game where it's actually hard to find code. Because CCTV rooms in apartment buildings appear to never have the codes lying around like that. Okay, building management. Where's the code breaker? Okay, surveillance. I think that's the most fun part of the game for me. Okay. Okay, 9th floor is defective. That's a bad angle for camera. He's likely not living above the victim. Probability is low for that. Okay, let's see if anybody passed that place. That's stupid bug. It's basically somebody on the lower floor. It's also detected because the camera probably doesn't have collision. Doesn't detect line of sight. kill happened in the morning on Tuesday. 8 and 8:15, okay. Means the killer was in the building a bit time before that. When was the kill? 9:15. It's probably in-game real-time hour. If they go up the staircase, it's probably 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, that's my go-to pattern. I need to find somebody who was about 2 or 3 hours before the kill happened at the entrance and the same time distance away after the kill at the building entrance. Then I got an interesting person. Now this guy lives here because, notice here, he's living here because he's here. If he would just go down, he would be in the staircase. Okay, so let's see if we can find somebody about. Hang on, I got a bad idea. I'm gonna go 6th floor. Who was at the 6th floor going up shortly before the kill? Which has to be about shortly before 8 o'clock, maybe 7 a.m. In this camera. Ah. Yeah, that's downstairs. Okay. Again, 6th floor camera. I think sometimes cameras have blind spots because they're turning around. That's the game simulating the gaps in the camera, that's the thing too. What in the 6th floor going up? Okay, 4th floor. It's gonna get spotty over here. Because if the person does not live in this building, then he has to come up that staircase within a certain time frame. Because killers, they go to their scheduled appointment, if you want to call it, do the kill and go back out. So this is how you catch killers. You just gotta guess the right time distance. Okay, who are you? Blue-haired woman. Okay, she got out of the staircase. She's doing something on the 4th floor. Okay, she's living here. Possibly a killer, but unlikely. Now she's leaving again. Okay, who are you? Again, same floor, not near the staircase. It means she has business on another floor, not here. Okay, 4-3. Okay, who might you be? Just gonna need somebody on cameras in the building, somewhere here and somewhere here, leaving and coming out. I got still this guy tagged on camera. Yeah, he's living on the 3rd floor. This guy also, so they're not dead. Business on the floor. I need somebody who's only going up the staircase in most floors. 2nd floor. They live here also. Yeah, they all have business in that place. 1st floor. Okay, probably gonna find a lot of people on the 1st floor. Okay, lower ground floor. Technically, it could be anybody. Like, how much time does it take for an NPC to get up to the 9th floor on foot? And the killers usually sprint to the kill scene, but they have to take a breath in between. So my guess is it's 2 or 3 hours. So you have a time block of 5 to 7 a.m. when the person enters the building. Okay. A lot of people up here. Okay, let's see. Let's take the cut off this one. Okay, she's facing outside. She's leaving at 5 a.m., so he's not going up to kill, which means I can exclude that person. This person leaving 2 at that time. All leaving the building, see? Is anybody entering the building at F7, 5 something? This person? Let's see if this person is somewhere. Yeah, she's also leaving. All leaving the building. I even see it on the picture. 7:52. Also leaving. 8:08. So the kill can be narrowed down to 8:19:15. She probably needs 2 hours to get up there, 1 or 2 hours, which means if she leaves and the kill was 8 between 9:15, at the earliest she's out of the building 9:30, 10:30, maybe 11. Let's say 9 to 11. Let's say 9:30 to 11. Okay, 9:30 to 11 should be the most probable place where she is. Okay. Let's look at somebody leaving the building at 9:30 at least. Is that person not in the picture at all? He's coming back in. He looks like he walks at a bar. See, he has that thing on the shoulder. Somebody leaving the building. Come on, show me. The person is lingering at the Now a second. See, she's at the building exiting, or she's just facing those things, and she is lingering at those things. So maybe she's just living here checking the mailboxes. So maybe she's the killer doing some weird stuff on mailboxes. Also, she's on the tape of that floor, somewhere here. See what time that is. And lingering here, 4 a.m. Possible suspect. He's a possible suspect, but not really a strong suspect. They're all leaving 4 a.m., so I wonder if that woman is on the tape and some other times. She in the basement? No. She will show highlight red if she's somewhere here. Okay, she's on the 3rd floor. She's on the 3rd floor. Probably downstairs. Nah, she's probably living here, so yeah. Unlikely that she's the killer. She could be, no. Extremely unlikely. Let's go back to the entrance. See what else is here. Barkeeper girl, probably not. Flipping through the floors and he's just on the ground floor, probably not the killer either. Maybe it's one in the group of the people who just exit the building at that time. Those people go to work, they have the same uniform. This guy looks like he's lingering in the place. About 39. The question is, if the killer leaves the building, does he also sprint after the kill? Probably not, which might explain him taking 3 hours to get down 9 floors. Also, this guy just looks suspicious. Wait a minute. Does he show up on the building in some other floor? I got just tagged him on. Okay, he's on the... No, wait, that's through the floor again. 11th floor, no, it's not him. Probably just lives there, but maybe he's also the killer, that's also possible. But doesn't fit the total profile. I mean, he has a reason to be in the building, not just to kill. Who's this guy? This person looks like she's entering, or I can't tell from the angle. This guy's leaving, probably leaving too. Yeah, we got 3 guys leaving up here. It's this guy. You show up on camera somewhere. A lot of weird looking guys coming out of the building. This guy perhaps. Okay, that's interesting. He's at 12:54, he's leaving. And sometime earlier he's on the same tape. Is he leaving? Yeah, he's leaving at 2 a.m. So he leaves at 2 a.m. and he leaves at... Yeah, unlikely. Leaving at 3:05. He's leaving at that time. I need somebody coming in at that time. Show me somebody walking up the place. I already checked the blue-haired woman. I think she's not a... Hang on. She goes up at 5 a.m. And she comes down at 11 a.m. Yeah, she comes down 11 a.m. She's up 5 a.m. Yeah, she looks interesting. Yeah, she looks interesting. I think she's somebody. Okay, I'm gonna mark her and I'm gonna end the video here because video's gonna get too long. So yeah, next episode I'm going to check who that person is, check perhaps the prints, show around the photo and see what happens. So, I hope this was engaging and thanks for watching and see you next time.